Good morning, good afternoon, good evening investors. Today's video is another Sharesies challenge. We've been pretty busy in between the last two, and the last one was also uploaded about 2 weeks into February, so it's been pretty condensed. And yeah, but we'll get straight into it, looking at our February dividends, our guesses, and just updating the portfolio on how it's going, how it's tracking, and our weightings and how they've changed dramatically over the tech sell-off and the market fluctuations. So in our last video we had 159 subscribers, so now we've got 175, so we've got another $16 US to put into Triple M. But first we'll go over the dividends for February and look at these guesses. So we had Trish guessing 15 and Noah Borton guessing $3.55. And for February we received $5.34 over the whole month. So Noah Borton obviously coming in with the closest guess there, so that's super sick, shout out to him. And yeah, leave your guesses below for the month of March. What's your guess on how many dividends I'll receive in March? Hint, it should be a lot higher than these two because it is like the first quarter of dividends, as you can see from here, being a lot higher than these two. And then June, September and December, I think, the next few biggies. So to be fair, I'm going to go with I'm going to guess myself, and I'm going to guess $11. That's my guess. I could be very wrong. But my guess is $11. I don't actually know what companies are paying me this quarter. So, yeah, that's my guess, and we'll move straight into it. So we have a difference of subscribers of 16. So we'll be investing $16 US into Triple M. So that's one per subscriber. So if you're new to the channel and you want me to spend money, subscribe. It's simple as that. If you want me to spend more money, send me a message on what your email is and I'll invite you to Sharesies, and then I'll spend $10 into this. And it's, it's just a bit of fun. But aside from that, we'll show you the returns that we've been seeing. So I think at the last point in our previous video it was like 24.6% or something around the lines of that. So we have dropped significantly. So around here was our highest point relative to inputs, $1,800, and then we've dropped all the way down to $1,000. So we invested money in over that time, but also lost returns. So the portfolio value stayed roughly the same. Yeah, so it's cool to see that, and we'll just give it a quick scroll down, showing that Apple we've put a little bit more into A2 as it's dropped. AT&T's been returning a bit pretty well recently. Bush and Pike's been dropping, and then just pretty standard everywhere else. We've been topping up our stake in pretty much everything that's been going down, like Procter & Gamble, Colgate, Pepsi, even Coca-Cola, McDonald's, Realty Income Corp. We've been topping up all those, trying to bring our cost basis down over the short term and returns up in the long run. So that's pretty cool. Yeah, also Tesla has been, as you know, or should know, has been just dropping like crazy. So I've been buying more and more at each point. So my investment has gone up steadily here recently, and Hatch is still the same, returning about 90% on Hatch. So that's super cool to see as well. Yeah, so we'll go into our graphs and start looking there. So we will start off with this one here. So you'll see our dividends per month has been bouncing around all over the show, but you can see the trend line is increasing upwards, which you love to see. Our total dividends received, of course, is going to be trending upwards and quite steeply, which is awesome. And the most recent December has bumped this one up a huge amount. Should see that in June as well, roughly. And our average dividends received has been getting up there as well, which this is kind of the main one we want to see going up. The dividends per month doesn't matter too much when you receive them, but the average you want to be going up and up as fast as possible, really. So we've got a lot of dividends coming in, and we've already had one for March. Visa, 14 cents, and had a good AT&T one for February. That was kind of the main one, and then our monthly ones there. Also our bond fund, BND, I don't think it's paid January or February yet. I think I got a message to Sharesies to see what's going on there. Because it should have, so that's altering the numbers a wee bit. But that is super awesome to see, and yeah, just love that trend line, So we'll look over at our weightings. We updated these today. Obviously, we'll have to add in the Triple M today as well. We'll do that off screen. But our weightings in Tesla and everything else has shifted heaps. So I think last time it was heading upwards towards 40% weighting relative of market value, not money I've put in. So it should be different. If I valued off money input, it would be very different. But I'm doing it off market value because that's more fun to me, and kind of makes more sense of the risk that I'm taking, especially when it is one of my biggest returners. So yeah, it's a very kind of like a normal staircase there, and then pew, absolutely huge. Yeah, so our portfolio at market has dropped probably about $1,000 with the Tesla dropping 30% value. But long term, we see them returning insane numbers. So it's nothing too scary for us. And yeah, so we got rid of Nvidia before it dropped heaps, because yeah, just didn't see it fitting, and we grabbed A2 Milk as a part of kind of our stock picking challenge that we did back in January, and puts more interest on it, and that has dropped an insane amount due to obvious things, like it definitely should have, and just kind of seeing if we can get it at this kind of low number and seeing if it can, over maybe 5 to 10 years, be back where it was last year, and returning those numbers. And there's a rumored dividend, which would be cool to get, have a company just start paying a dividend while owning it, kind of, because everything else has just already been paying one. They're like dividend aristocrats, kings and whatnot, but this is kind of like a cool new experience, I guess. So that's another thing. That's why it is my smallest position, with $40 compared to $3,000. So it's very different there. And yeah, I think that is pretty much it for the portfolio. Just looking at our changes here, seeing that Q1 for this year is much bigger than Q1 this year and Q1 that year. And Q2 should be much bigger than Q2 here and Q2 there. Same with Q3 and Q4. And this trend line here is also cool to see. Hopefully it gets steeper, or that might just be the scale of it stuffing up. Also here, the total dividends, I reckon we'll hit 200. I think our goal is 222 or something like that, so that'll be super cool to see that. Boom, boom, and then boom. It'll be very steep. Yeah, super excited for that. Our weekly investing plan, it's almost finalized. It's kind of putting $50 into Sharesies a week, just every week, and like $20 of that will be in Tesla, roughly 5 to 10 in Apple, and the rest just where we see fit for the week. And then on weeks like this week and last week, we'll be putting more into Sharesies out of our bank account, because we want to average down our cost basis and take advantage of better dividend yields and better valuations, just to short-term changes and nothing actually material to the company, more just people selling out and buying into banks and bonds and that, because interest rate changes and kind of factors that aren't too relevant to companies as well. So that is our whole update for today. Awesome to see. So yeah, if you're keen on getting a shout out, if you've got a YouTube channel or anything like that, like Noah Borton here, just leave a comment below having your guess, and if you make videos, I'll give your channel a shout out. And if you actually do have videos that are frequent and recent, I will watch some and actually give you an honest review on anything really. Just leave a comment on specifics, and super keen. Yeah, so leave a guess, and hopefully you beat the competition here. And yeah, I'll see you next time. Peace.